lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and you are watching Growing Green. Welcome back to my channel everyone. Thank you so much for coming back to another video. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Rachel and you're watching my YouTube channel Growing Green. I run my own small business here in New Zealand to do with houseplants and houseplant related items. So if you want to check that out, make sure to go to the link in the description box down below and check it out. Today's video is 6 months in the making. You guys have been waiting for this. I've been waiting to post this and now you're finally getting it. Click on that link and it will take you to the first video in this series, which is how I propagated my variegated monstera and basically how I saved it from the brink of death. Today is the update video of that. It's been a bit of a crazy year setting up my business and renovating my house. Now we're in lockdown and COVID and I finally have time to update it for you. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit all over the place. It was, like I said, filmed over the last 6 months amongst everything else going on, but I hope you get a good enough idea of how everything went for it in the last 6 months. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Welcome back to my channel everyone. Today I am starting my much awaited monstera cutting update video. I've had lots of comments on my old video. If you haven't seen it already, it's up here. I'll link it up here and down there so you can go and check it out. But today I am just repotting it really quickly. I'll also give you an update on the little node thingy because I had a light fall on it yesterday and I was really scared that all the roots had snapped off because it was really wobbly in the pot. But it seems to be okay and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like at the moment. It's been a wee while since I last did an update, but as you can see, look at the node. It has finally started to sprout a little sprout. We did think it was rotting at one point, hence why I haven't started an update for so long, because the little sheath on the outside kind of started going brown. However, that just peeled off and dried out and now it's giving me a nice little shoot. And as you can see, it is half green and it is half white. So it looks like we're going to get a good variegation on that one, which is obviously what you want. And if you have a look underneath it, look at the roots. Look at that root system. The roots are amazing. I was so scared in the pot that it was going to have broken off, but no, the roots are fantastic, so I'm just going to repot it now. So the soil that I'm using to pot this up is just standard potting mix, a bit of orchid bark and a whole lot of fine pumice. So now it's nice and secure in its pot. I'm going to take it back into the plant room and then I'll update you when there's something else to update you on. Okay, so it is now a few months later again. It is the 17th of April and I'm sorry if I sound sick because I am sick. But I really had to make this update video for you because things are moving really fast now. So let's take a quick look at it. So here she is. I'm going to bring her around because there is obviously a huge difference from the last time I showed her. Excuse the pot, it doesn't really fit in here, but that's alright. So as you can see, the leaf still looks pretty much the same. There's no extra damage or anything, which is really nice. It's not rotting any further or these brown spots haven't progressed anymore, so that's fantastic. But the main part is if I turn her around, so I have to put my hand behind it for you so you can see it properly, otherwise the camera would not focus. But as you can see, we have our first leaf. So I've just come back from a holiday for a week and this was not here when I left. It was just like that little stubby bit at the bottom, but now it has grown a beautiful leaf and I can't wait to show you the updates on when it unfurls. Alrighty, so it has been 6 months since my last update on the variegated monstera. There's been a lot going on, but I'm finally getting around to updating you on the variegated monstera. And I promise you it's not dead, it is still alive. So when you last saw it, it was just a tiny little nub coming out of the leaf cutting and I had repotted it. Well, it's still in that same pot, but ta-da! It is like a full-on plant now. There is new leaves and everything. Just to start off with, I've been keeping it in the same place in the plant room the whole time. It's been opposite like a bright window. It gets bright morning sun, but it's not actually near the window so it can't get burned. So it's bright indirect light that I've been keeping it in. I've been watering it once a week, maybe every week and a half if that. And the temperature in here has stayed between 15 to 20 odd degrees. Maybe a little bit higher on a really warm morning, but that is about it. So look at this, I'm so excited to show you. Okay, so I'll show you the first leaf that came out. So this is the first leaf that came out and as you can see it has a really nice little bit of speckled variegation on the left hand side of the leaf there, and obviously that continues on the back of the leaf as well. It's not a huge amount of variegation, but I'm really stoked with this one because it does show that the variegation gene is actually still running through this leaf cutting, and it's not just gonna revert on me. Well, hopefully. Because the second leaf, look at that. Absolutely freaking nothing on the second leaf. I was so bummed when I saw this come out. I was like, no, it can't revert on me. I spent so much money on it. But if you turn it over, look at that. Look at the variegation on the back of it. So it's good to know that the gene is definitely still there, but the variegation is all on the back of the leaf. Now, if that had been on the front of the leaf, it would have been like amazing. But it's just all over the back of the leaf. It's not very helpful, but at least you know the variegation is still on the plant. And as you can see, it is actually giving me a brand new leaf as we speak. Now I'm going to obviously come back to you once this new leaf has come in, because if I look at it really closely, I think I can see some variegation there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can see some variegation there. It doesn't look like much, but it looks like it's there. So that's all that counts, and the variegation is obviously still running through the stem. So that is the main thing. So yeah, I hope it was worth the wait to see this. Obviously there's not a heck of a lot of variegation on there apart from the back of that leaf. I have hopes for this leaf. You never know. I'm so tempted always just to roll it open and have a look, but don't do it. So that is what it looks like currently, and I'll come back to you again in a few days once this leaf has popped out of the sheath, or once it's opened, or once I can see some kind of variegation on it or anything like that. I will come back to you, and it won't be 6 months this time, I promise. Today is the 1st of August and I have a really exciting update. The new leaf is that close to unfurling. It's even unfurling before it comes out of its sheath, and I see variegation. So I'm going to show you what it's at right now. As you can see, she still hasn't finished coming out of her sheath yet, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this. Oh, I don't want to damage it. Please don't do this to your plants. Please don't. Do as I say, not as I do. But as you can see at the bottom, there is some variegation in there. Alright, I'm not going to touch it too much because it is still unfurling and it's still fresh. Definitely don't do what I just did. But yeah, there is definitely some good variegation going on there. So I am so excited. Good morning. Well, depending on what time you're watching this video, I have another exciting update on the Vmon for you. It's so close. So close to opening up this new leaf, so let me just show you. Here she is in all her glory, and look at this leaf. It is unfurling, and if I gently do this, look at that, you can see the variegation on there. That's so freaking exciting. Of course, this leaf is still super fresh, so I'm not going to touch it too much, and obviously the variegation will darken up a little bit as the leaf hardens off. But yeah, as you can also see, it's starting to get fenestrations, which is really nice. Today is now the 25th of August, and Auckland, New Zealand is in a lockdown. Yay, COVID, not. But today is going to be the final update on the variegated monstera. Yeah, mainly so I can get this video up for you guys, because you've been waiting for it for like months. I have her right here. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Cha-cha! So as you can see, the leaf has unfurled, and half of the leaf has fenestrations, which is nice, which means it's sort of maturing, which is bomb. And then the other side has a decent amount of variegation on it. Look at that. That's not too bad. It kind of reminds me of this leaf, you know, like kind of like a little bit of speckle on one side. But that's good, because that means the variegation gene is still going through the plant. I'm so excited. Today I am going to be repotting this bad boy, because as you can see, this leaf, the original leaf, she's real ugly. And as you can also see by the shape of the plant, it's starting to grow sideways, and I want it to grow upwards. So I'm going to be repotting her, chopping off this leaf, thank you for your service, and putting her on a fern fiber pole so she can grow upwards, and hopefully that'll help her mature a little bit more as well. So yeah, let's do that now. Okay, I hope this is a good angle for you guys. So first things first is I am going to chop off this big leaf. It's not really helping. I mean, it's still helping, but it's kind of ugly, and I really want this plant, see how it's kind of growing out this way out of the pot? I want it to go upwards, and in order to do that, I need to plant it, like flip it. So this has to come off. Okay, I hope you can see it. There we go. Time to chop this bad boy off. I'm sorry. Thank you for your service. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! What a moment. What a moment. Alright, now I'm just going to repot it. Depending on the root system, I may or may not get a bigger pot. And then I'm going to obviously put a pole up here so it grows up the pole. Holy moly. Nice, look at the roots. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one needs a bigger pot. Look at that. Amazing. So good. Okay, so I have a slightly larger pot, not too much bigger, but just enough to obviously let the roots grow a little bit more. And I have a 75 centimeter fern fiber pole that I'm going to be popping in here and growing it up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the soil for it, because I'm going to be using my normal mix of potting mix, which is orchid bark, pumice, and just regular potting mix. And I'm also going to be chucking a whole heap of fern fiber in there, because this was an expensive investment and you want to, you know, use good soil. So yeah, this is my regular potting mix. It's the normal potting mix with orchid bark and a whole lot of pumice. And then of course this is fern fiber. I'm not using like a particular mix, I'm just like doing 2 scoops of normal to 2 handfuls of fern fiber, just to get a really good decent amount of both in there. Alright, so I've mixed up the soil, but I'm actually going to add, I think, a couple more bits of orchid bark, because it needs to be really chunky and it looks reasonably airy, but not as airy as I want it to be. So I'm going to go grab some orchid bark. So there you go, hopefully that is nice and focused for you, but as you can see, it's nice and chunky and also very light because of the fern fiber. So yeah, let's pot her up. You're welcome. So it's now all watered, poled up, ready to go. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video, and hopefully it satisfied your 6-month wait. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the thumbs up button on this video if you enjoyed it, so I know what kind of content you guys like me to create. But yeah, I hope you guys are well wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!